Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Kdot Mims, and we back with another Ready to Love review. Hey, first, let me apologize, man. What episode did we miss? 3?
We missed episode 4.
We missed episode 4, but you know I got my one and only, my forever co-host, Miss Britt. What up, though?
What it do, Millennials?
Hey, let me shout her out, bro. She's tired. She's had a
am.
hell of a day, a hell of a week. So major salute to her because she pushed through for me. And I'm just letting it be known that my baby pushed through. For the
Thank
review.
you, honey.
For sure.
Okay, so on
Let's get it.
on episode 4, pretty much of the synopsis is that Lamar went home.
Too close.
I'm sorry, Lamar went home.
Down and up. Yeah.
Lamar went home.
Yeah.
Just as we predicted.
Mm-hmm. Bro was just too aggressive, man. That's what it boils down to. Bro was just too aggressive.
Very. So yeah, he went home episode 4.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be reviewing episode 5, and today's episode is called Pajama Jam.
Yeah.
Pajama Jam.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hey, baby be having the notes, bros.
what I forgot to mention is on episode 4, they did introduce a new gentleman. His name is Justin, and he is a PE teacher.
34 years old.
34. So on this episode,
Salute to the educators.
Exactly. So they got some people with some real jobs up there, honey. Mm-hmm. So on this episode, they start off with the scene with the guys, and they introduce Justin to all the guys. So, you know, he's meeting everyone and whatever. So Tommy comes in, and he delivers the news about Laylin. So on episode 4, Laylin comes in. She shares that she has some family issues that's going on, and she was trying to decide if she was going to have to step away from the process. So in the end, she ended up sharing that due to some family things that she has to step away. So Tommy then delivers that to the men this episode in the first scene.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: so a lot of the dude Justin, when he came in, he was like, "Oh, I seen a lot of hate, a lot of this and the third." Do you think do women size each other up? Not literally, but like figuratively when they're in competition?
I just think that's just human nature to size up your competition and see like, okay, let me see. Okay, all right. You know what
do women be hating in their mind, or they be giving compliments?
I mean, for like me, I don't hate on nobody, but like I think quite naturally, like, okay, she cute, okay.
Yeah.
The guys may be feeling her or whatever, but you know, you still gonna pump yourself up.
There
like,
wasn't
you know
a new girl on episode 4. It was just Justin.
It was just Justin, because remember our homeboy, the first episode, did make it in. So heartbeat. Yeah. So Justin comes in, introduces himself to all the guys, and Tommy then tells the guys that they're going to have a pajama jam, an old school pajama jam that will focus on intimacy and chemistry.
For sure.
So y'all know how nephew Tommy do. He always come in and tell them what the focus is going to be that episode.
Yeah.
So then we jump on ahead and go to the dates. So the first date was Dominique and Alexis. What you think about them?
So let me ask a question before we get to Dominique and Alexis. Do you think you can have one without the other? Chemistry, intimacy. Do you think you can have one without the other? Like, you think you can have good chemistry with nobody, but there's not a level of intimacy, or do you think you can have one without the other?
I feel like you can gel well with someone, but or connect with someone, like, because I think intimacy come in different forms. It's not just like physical, like the sex part. Like, you can connect with someone on so many different levels that is intimacy. But I think chemistry, something has to make you want to connect with that person. Like, you have to vibe well, and I think the vibe, in other words, is the chemistry. So I don't think you can have
intimacy without chemistry.
Yeah,
but you can have chemistry without intimacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Thank you for putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So, moving to Dominique and.
So I said, what do you think about
So let me say this:
Dominique and Alexis?
First date scene. Alexis a player, yo.
Why do you say that?
You could just tell. Like, we've been, Earth 97. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just, like, I don't think he said it to her on the date. He said, like, you give player vibes. I don't think she's a liar or anything like that, because sometimes those two words are closely associated. I do think, like, she used to getting male energy. She used to entertaining male energy. She used to keeping her tiers of male energy. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but I think she absolutely keeps it around, though.
I think that Alexis knows that a lot of the guys on the show, they're feeling her.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I get what
That's
you're
what.
saying.
See how you wordplay that, but are you saying the same thing I'm
think
saying?
she knows that, you know, a lot of the men on the show,
At least 4.
they're feeling her or whatever. But when Dominique mentioned the player vibes, he was basically saying that Alexis has a way of making people feel comfortable.
For sure. And I also think that kind of ties to, like, her. I can't remember what was health related that she been through, but
she has like an immune disorder.
That usually makes, if you going through certain things or going through or have something, that usually make people super down to earth. You know what I'm saying? But I thought the date was a good idea.
Yeah.
Like a little physical stretch, you know what I'm saying? It gives you time to talk, things of that nature. It was cool.
And while on the date, Alexis shares that she wants to love, like, her parents and her grandparents. Yeah. Like, basically, she wants that longevity.
Yeah. You think them times dying?
Do I think they're dying?
Like, I'm not talking about, like, even though it's our age, we didn't get married in our 30s. Do you think people still look for that, though? Like, do you think that's gonna play against her, that she wants that old school, you know, I ain't gonna say, you know, that forever love, basically?
I think
everybody want that, but they be lying.
Yeah, I think everyone wants longevity, but I think when we often compare our love to our grandparents, sometimes we don't always think about what they did or what they had to go through in order to make it last.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like, back then, circumstances were very different. Women definitely then depended on their husbands to provide, where now it's not necessarily like that anymore. But women, I think, then were more, and I think they're going to tear me up. I think women back then dealt with or were willing to put up with more than what we are willing to put up with.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
they didn't have much identity back then. Your identity was your husband, and I think women are women are tapped into who they are, which is kind of like, I feel like, in a sense, when you get married, some of your identity becomes your partner. If you married for a long time, not like, how can I say this? Like, you don't take on who they are, but like, if you with somebody for years and y'all spend intimate time, you kind of mold to their needs and their parameters, in a sense. Like, you still yourself, but you kind of get some of that stuff.
But you know what I mean when I say that.
Oh yeah, all that cheating, beating on.
Yes, that's because you know when Paw passed, and you seeing some other kids come out the woodwork at the service, and you like, hold on, wait a minute, Grandma. Now, why didn't you share this info with me? But at times, I think
you'd have been a couple services.
Times were different, and I think you know, people are not willing to put up with certain things that a lot of our grandparents did put up with. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting longevity, because I mean, whoever you meet at the time, you do want to be with them forever, you know,
because I got
find that one.
I got a question I'm gonna ask the Monday Night Crew, so I can't ask it here, but I feel what you're saying. Longevity,
it is important.
It is, man. I just don't know if people approach stuff that way. Like, I think people be feeling it, but they don't approach it like longevity. They approach it like what's going to be wrong.
But what I'm also saying is, you can't be ready to throw in the towel at the first sight of.
Whole nother conversation.
You know, but
we can't even go there. We're gonna stay on the show. That's a whole nother conversation.
We're gonna stay on the.
But their date was good. They were feeling each other. It ended with both of them saying, like, I want to see where this goes, which I feel like that's what everybody say, so they don't get in the I don't like you category. But the date was good, though. The date was good.
And Dominique says that he wants someone who can nurture. Like, he's not really into the whole positive affirmations or words of affirmation. That's what he said, because growing up, his family didn't really express it like that. Like, they love each other. They didn't really say that. So he's not looking for that. He just wants someone that he can nurture and love on, and someone that could be a good mother because Dominique is someone that really wants children.
Yeah.
So that was their date, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then we jump into the next scene with LaRon and Vanessa. They set up a yoga on the water.
Yeah. I'm not, no, bro. I'm not, hey, I could die.
LaRon dating scenes are always so funny. That's LaRon, a.k.a.
Catfish?
Mr. Catfish. Mr. Catfish, honey. He was out there just shaking, honey, on the water. Just shaking.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Can you be cool after that?
Hey, I mean, he was vulnerable. Did you say that? Hey, he let her know that he was a little nervous, but they always come up with the best, like, dating ideas. Like, I would have never thought to do yoga on the water.
Yeah, for sure.
Or whatever, but.
Yeah.
So, Vanessa, while on the date, brings up the fact that LaRon is the party boy. Remember, LaRon likes to go out Wednesday through Sunday. Mm-hmm. And LaRon is like, yo, where is this coming from? Why do y'all keep saying that I'm this party boy? There's more to me than just partying. So he's just like, why do y'all keep attaching this to my name? And while we were watching this, Keenan, you mentioned, like, you said it. You're the one that put it out there.
So this is my stance on it. Like, let me disclaimer. I respect the fact that he works from home and he got to get out the house.
Mm-hmm. But that's another important.
But bro, aspect. You shouldn't have said that though. Like, you can't be mad about. See, this is what I hate about where we at. Like, you can't go put that in the world and then be mad at people's opinion that they create based off what you say. Mm-hmm. Now, it is what it is, bro. Because I'm gonna say later in the episode we're gonna get into it. Like, you giving like arrogant. I'm used to dealing. Like, I don't got to deal with this on to the next vibes now. Bro may be ready. Bro may like being in the party life. He said lounge, sitting out eating with his friends. To me, ain't nothing wrong with that. He a grown man.
But I guess, I don't know if he mentioned that he worked from home in the previous episode.
He's trying to clean it up now.
Okay, because I didn't know that. Because I'm like, okay, you working from home is different because you're not interacting. You're not in the office building where you're interacting with people and things like that. So maybe this is your time to socialize with others. I'm just okaying that like he's always out, but I'm like, okay, now I see why you go out, but because you're in the house all the time, you're not really interacting with others. But Vanessa was just pretty much saying that with her being a mom, like their lives are different, and maybe he doesn't understand that because he doesn't have children. For sure. So I could see that there was some like disconnect where they're not going to really mesh. For
sure. Mm-hmm. And she also stated how important it is while you dating like somebody not feel like they completely molding their life or changing their life for you. Which she has a point. Which I always think guys are willing to. Not saying women aren't. Guys are willing to change. If they like you, they'll change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I don't think the party boy thing is as big as a deal as people make it. My thing is just like, bro, once you put it out there, it's out there, bro.
I think he led with that, though. So now that's just attached to him. And his whole thing was like, he doesn't want Vanessa to poison the mind of the other women with this whole party boy thing. But like Keenan said, like, that's what you led with. Like, on your dates, you did say that you go out a lot. So when you instantly say that you go out a lot, people are going to think, oh, like, you're a party boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't have shared it. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have shared it. I wouldn't have said it the way he said it. I would have said like, I enjoy being social, going out, or whatever the case. When you say party boy, it gives you a negative connotation to what's going on. But their date was good. I think Vanessa is probably a little more. How can I say this? Like, not obviously, I'm not pursuing Vanessa. But she's a little more my speed though. She low key. She's not like, a pretty woman and stuff. Not super exposing. What's the word I'm looking for? She's not super like out there. You know what I mean? But she's very direct, stuff like that. And I think that if it was gonna work, he needs somebody like that because he don't need somebody like the one he connected to. Just FYI.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
So from that scene, we then jump into nephew Tommy's pajama jam.
Yeah. What you wearing to the pajama jam, Britt?
I don't wear something cute. Wear something cute. Keenan, okay. While we were watching this episode, Keenan was like, now I know they don't wear that to bed. I'm like, of course, like you're not gonna really wear.
Why you put me out there, bro? What you really want, man?
Wear like your house dress.
Yeah,
You gonna put something cute on.
You know what I was saying.
Leaving the key to him be the one that actually wear.
You know, you know what I was saying. What you'll wear, don't you?
What?
You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm talking about?
What, my house dress?
Is that the same as
my robe?
Yeah.
You can say, why are you whispering robe?
Because you know what I'm talking about, the joke that go with it. But I ain't
Oh
gonna
my
say that.
gosh, my black mama robe. That's what he said. Anytime he see me put that on, he's like,
I'm like, bro, somebody in trouble, boy.
Oh my gosh.
They cut downstairs with a switch.
So straight out the gate, homeboy Jonathan stops Alexis and he pulls her to the side. He's like, let her know what it is. Like, hey,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you know right now. I really, really like you. Like, Jonathan really wants Alexis to know, like, he is feeling her. Like, yeah, we at this party,
she
but
don't
get it twisted. I'm really feeling you. But I respect it. I mean, I respect it because he ain't playing no games or whatever. But Alexis, Miss Player, wants to see if he's always laid back or if there's another side to Jonathan.
She found out. But I'm gonna say this: I absolutely respect it. I think we need more of that as adults, right? But
I just like straightforward.
She curved it though. She curved it because
she has a lot of options.
Hold on, time out. If she was feeling him, what would she have said back?
She would have expressed that she was feeling him too.
Did she say anything? She said, "Oh, you do? Come on, man. Come on. Hey, look. Come on, man."
I just feel like that's because she has a lot of. She's leaving her options open. She knows that a lot of guys are, feeling her.
Hey, fellas, that's like you saying, "I love you," and she say, "You too." That's all I'm saying. She don't love you for real. If I say, am I lying though? If I say I like you and you say, "Oh, you do?" Like, lie to me.
Okay, so that is me, Jonathan and Alexis. So then we jump from them to Dominique and Mika. Now remember, we already said that Dominique is someone that really wants children. Mika is like, no, she already has kids. She had kids. I think she has two, an 18 and a 6-year-old or something like that. Yeah. So she's like, she's not interested. She's no longer in that phase of wanting to have kids or whatever. So they're still sitting at the table getting to know each other, and Dominique expressed that to her. But they're like, we're not about to waste each other's time. Like,
she dapped him up. She dapped him up.
Yes, we're cool. Like, you're cool. I want to like you in that way. But if we don't have share values, or we don't really want the same things, we're not going to sit here and waste time. And I respect that too.
For sure.
Because I hate when people waste each other's time. Like, you already know that this person wants something totally different from what you want. Why sit there and still pursue that person?
For sure.
So I absolutely respect that.
That's just in the same category as old buddy saying I like you. Like, y'all, and I was like, look, we cool. This ain't going nowhere. Cool. She ain't have to dap my man up though. That was aggressive.
And we're going to get into that, what the guys said about that. So then we jump into Justin and Koshia. So remember, guys, Justin is a new guy. Koshia is supposed to be feeling LaRon. So the whole time during that scene, I see LaRon got his eyes like definitely on Koshia. He's feeling away like, yo, why is Koshia in Justin's face smiling? Yeah. Or whatever. And I mean, Koshia was cheesing.
Yeah.
For real.
She don't strike me as an honest person though. So do you think is that she doesn't like him, or she just like Justin more?
I think LaRon likes Koshia more than Koshia likes him.
Got you.
And I feel like LaRon's attitude about it is like, coming into this, he felt like he had a strong connection with Koshia, so his sights are just solely on Koshia, and he's gonna stick by her, regardless. Yeah, I think Koshia is not giving the same energy. It's not giving the same energy. She, rightfully so, it's a dating show. Yeah. But she's, keeping her options open. So she sees Justin and she's really feeling Justin. Justin doesn't know about the dynamics between Koshia and LaRon.
Hey, let me ask you this. What is it about when the person you like makes somebody else laugh? That like when you like this, I'm just saying in general, like if I'm like, if I like you and I see somebody got you cackling, that, or vice versa, what is it about the person you like, because that's what he was really mad. He was like, "You smelling all in these dudes, da da da."
I think
like,
he was just intimidated at the fact that she was just keeping her options open.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so the laugh don't be meaning that.
I mean, I think the laugh is like the icing on the cake. Like, oh, this man got my lady chuckling. Like, you know, because humor can open the doors to many things.
I'm not a funny person, so that ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh my gosh, here you go. So LaRon was over there feeling away. So from that scene, nephew Tommy then comes in and he's checking out everyone, and he then shares that the men have the power this episode to eliminate one of the women.
Yeah.
So they're going to go home this episode.
Hold on, did you skip the truth for sexy? He said that before, but didn't he say that before? He didn't say that while they was at the house doing the pajama jam joint, did he? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. He said it before the truth. Got you. My fault.
Okay, so Will is. Oh, let's talk about this scene. Will was smoking hot because I guess there is like a rumor going around that he's sleeping on the floor, and he's trying to go around trying to figure out who put this rumor out. Who's going around saying that I'm sleeping on the floor and that my living situation is not stable because what he said, he like a multimillionaire or whatever. Yeah. So he is definitely feeling a way that somebody put this rumor out and trying to play in his face like that.
Hey, he went around to each woman and said it out loud. Like, hey, bro, like somebody said I was sleeping on the floor. You know what happened? Hey, you know what's happening? You know what's really happening, right?
What?
That back was hurting while he was saying it. He was on that flow. Hey, because he really said it in confidence and somebody shared it.
I feel like, that was supposed to be between him, the other person, and the floor. Yeah. Okay? No, that was supposed to get out. He was being vulnerable
when
and somebody shared his secret and he feel away. So
fellas, if you sleeping on the floor, don't tell her that. That's the next level of stupidity.
So he's like, y'all, I'll try to figure out who is saying this or whatever. So he sits down and have a conversation with Patrice. So Patrice straight out like, well, you know, I guess they had a phone conversation where they were talking and Will mentioned something about him sleeping on the floor. So she took it like, or he wasn't clear about his living arrangements.
Yes, he was.
So she took it as he was sleeping on the floor or whatever. So she must have shared that information with some of the women and then had got out and made his way back to Will. So Will already had it in his mind like, yeah, you were the one that shared that and that spread that rumor. And now I feel away. So watching that scene, I was chuckling.
When he started saying I'm a multi-millionaire and all this stuff, I'm like,
I'm like, what are you in between places? Like you can't, air a mattress. Dang, like you on the floor. Like what's really going on? I think
he was running all the stats like, oh, I got multiple homes.
That's the thing with this type of show. Like people really put 20 on 10 and really act like they're more than what they are. Like for real. Like it's weird.
Do you think people like say they know they gonna get on the show? Do you think people spend money on things to look certain ways?
Yeah, it's just like old buddy, from the previous season, Rashid.
Oh, that came out.
Yes,
but he had a problem before he came on.
I mean, but yes, you're still trying to perpetuate this lifestyle like you have it. In reality, you really don't. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why it was kind of refreshing to see that they're putting educators on this show or like just everyday people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
for sure. My man was hurt though. My man had to find out who said he was on the floor.
He was getting down to the business like, yo, I need to figure out who's saying this.
Yeah.
So it's true. It's true. In other words, it's true.
Yeah. My man bad, boy. So,
boy. Look, my MVP from episode 3, Will, is really feeling Maya. And I think they're feeling each other. And I think they mesh well. You know, Maya brings Will peace. And Maya likes him and feels safe because she's little and he's big. So, they just feeling each other. I don't really see them interacting with two, other people or whatever, but they really wasn't on this episode like that.
Yeah. Let me say this about this. I forgot who was talking to her, but I did not get to say this. Did you already get to the Mika interaction?
And Justin?
Yeah.
I was about to go.
All right, go down. I'm sorry, babe.
So Mika then sits down with Justin, the new guy, and she really wants to get to know him. But she said that he was kind of giving goofy a little bit. Like
We're done. If you call me goofy, we're done.
Giving goofy or whatever. But she's like, okay, I still want to get to know him.
Is that a good look?
Giving goofy, not for me, but maybe she meant like.
What's the difference between goofy and funny?
Funny, you just funny, like you make me laugh. But goofy is like
Goofy's not
corn,
funny.
like it gives cornball.
Got you.
But anyway, so she's talking to Justin or whatever, and she basically lets it be known that she's not interested in having children. She makes it clear that she already has kids. She doesn't want any more. She feels like it's important to let people know straight out so that, you know, they're not wasting time or whatever. So Justin is pretty much okay with the fact of not having any children, although he wants children, but if it doesn't happen for him, he's okay with it. It's not the end of the world. And once he says that, Mika is like, it's like a sigh of relief. So she is instantly like interested in Justin.
Yeah, I would say this. I think, and now, let me be very clear. People can have their preferences. You do what you do, want what you want, all that. I think how strong she is on not even... This is the thing about no kids that I believe. I believe that people may not want kids, right? I believe if you get with the right person, you'll try. Mm-hmm. Not saying you can't, you gotta want to have them, right? But I feel like she's kind of like leading with that too much before you like when I say leading with
Why? Why do you feel like she's leading too much with that? Like she just, it's no point in wasting time. Like I don't want to get to know someone, I end up liking them and then find out that they want kids and I don't want it.
And I'm saying that feeling can change if you like somebody. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I've seen it happen in real life. Somebody say, I'm gun-ho, I don't want kids. They find somebody they like, they're like, oh, he does everything I need him to do. He want kids. And this is the thing. Not trying to be funny at all. Like, it ain't like her youngest is 17. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
But I mean, if she don't want no kids, she don't. I mean, you don't know the type of pregnancy she had, the delivery, the experience. Like,
agreed.
You don't know any of that to say that. But if she's saying she doesn't want any more kids, and she sounds like she's sure of it, I don't mind her leading with that because there's no point in getting someone hopes up. Like, oh, like we really like each other, but this guy wants kids and I know I don't want, so like it's not gonna work.
So okay, I agree. But let me ask this. Two and a half questions. You don't think it's like a low key turnoff when it's like you don't think it's a low key turnoff when it's like, hey, what's your name? What's your name?
Brittany.
You want kids?
I think the environment is different though. I don't think it's like, I get what you're saying, but I think in this type of setting,
you got to be that direct. You have to be
that direct, that open. It's a show, like they're eliminating, so you got to like get straight to the point.
But we gonna get
that's no different from the guy saying like, I want kids.
Okay, but I guess what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with her not wanting them. Please let me be clear. There's nothing wrong with her not wanting kids. I guess what I'm saying is, it eliminates getting to know somebody. You get what I'm saying?
But if that's an important thing.
Okay. Like, I respect that. I get what you're saying.
We're not going to waste time. That's like me saying, I'm a Christian and you're a Muslim. Like,
what are we doing here? Got you.
You may be cool, but we have two different religious beliefs, so we're not going to waste each other's time.
Got you.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I completely get it, but Justin, like I said, is cool with it. He said that he's cool with playing stepdaddy, and so that just lights up her little eyes. So she's like, oh yeah. So I think with him saying that and having that type of attitude, that kind of put him high on her list.
So let me ask you this, another question. I know I'm full of questions tonight.
Yes, you
do you think age plays into that?
She started off being. She said that she became a mom at like 18.
No, I'm just saying. Do you think it becomes unrealistic at a certain age that if you want to date somebody your age, they won't have kids?
I don't think her thing is
the age.
No, I don't think her thing is about dating men that had kids. It's just her thing. She doesn't want to date a man that wants kids, like wants to have a kid with her.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that perspective. I was thinking about it
She
only.
don't want to have no kids.
Okay, you know what? Got you. You right. I wasn't thinking about it from if she met a guy that already had kids and they both was cool. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Good stuff.
So, from that scene, we then jump into LaRon and Koshia. So, LaRon pretty much feels like Koshia is playing him at this point because he feels like, I think this is when the insecurity, Mr. Catfish, jumps out. Like Koshia is smiling in too many dudes' faces. Like, this is a dating show. Like, you are there to get to know other people.
For sure.
He also feels like she only hits him up whenever they're about to film. If they're not about to film, basically calls goes ignored, messages are ignored. So it's coming off a little jealous, but I also feel where he's coming from, because it's just like he was starting to question, like, is this real? Am I just feeling you more than you feeling me?
For sure.
What is this?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, you know, he wants to know, like, hey, are you feeling me like I'm feeling you?
Yeah, for sure.
So they're at the table scene. They're still at the pajama party. They're sitting down at the table, and I want to say that it's Koshia, Chaz, LaRon, and Vanessa here, or whatever. So Koshia, you know, feels offended at the fact that he started, in the middle of the argument, he started entertaining Maya.
But let me give a little more context to that. So Koshia and LaRon are talking, and they having a little disagreement or whatever, and then Maya comes over and said, whatever, you a party boy. And he gets triggered. Let me not say trigger. He reacts in a way.
In a playful way.
Where he's like, hey, man, chill saying that. Because I really think he's trying to recreate his image to people.
I think so, too.
So he's like, chill. And then Koshia gets upset that he went and gave her energy. Yeah. So she's like, see. And then when he comes back down, she's like, why you, like, hold on, time out. Like, that whole interaction didn't even have to happen.
Yeah, she's like, it made her feel like she was arguing with the child, and, you know, she feels offended at the fact that he started entertaining Maya with the whole party boy comment or whatever. But I kind of feel like, when I was watching this scene, that Koshia is a little emotional, like, she's unstable. Yeah. Like, when it comes to her emotions, because I forgot to mention, in the previous episode, in episode 4, she ended up getting into it with Alexis, and this was during, I want to say it was the Liberation, and she started running off at the mouth and was like, if you want it, you could get it, and da-da-da-da-da, and then she stormed off and started crying, and then in this scene, she does the same thing, so it's like she go from 0 to 100, and it's weird. It's just really, really odd. And so as they're having this exchange and this back and forth, Chaz then inserts himself, and he's like, he goes to LaRon and like, oh, you're not being a great listener. Like, she was crying, and you're being very dismissive of her feelings. What did you think about that? I think, I don't know. It came off as, I don't know if he was trying to pander. Like, came off as pandering.
So what does pandering mean?
Like, he was trying to win the hearts of
yeah. Okay, I get
the women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was weird. I don't know.
So two things. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna sit up here in front because we were reviewing. I feel LaRon. Like, bro, I'm not about you tripping over something that's not a real thing. Mm-hmm. Now, I would not have walked off. Mm-hmm. I would have just been like, yo, it's not the time for that. You lunching, like, chill. However, I do feel like Chaz was doing that, but I feel like, you know, Chaz, he older than most of the men, so he kind of got.
How old is Chaz?
47.
Oh, 47.
He got kind of that. No, he got the kind of, that's because you like him.
No, I mean, he's cool, but
yeah, but so it's like when he did that outside, I appreciate the fact that black dudes try to like communicate,
hold each other accountable.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think it was his place to tell him like, oh, you weren't listening. That's dangerous. Because I feel like he did hear what she said. It was just BS.
I think so too. I think
it wasn't worth hearing.
BS, and Koshia's tears were not moving me, because Koshia, to me, watching her in these episodes, she comes off as I want to say very nasty. Like, she, I don't know, something about her I'm just not feeling, and she feels like she can say whatever to whoever, and everyone else has to listen to her. But whenever someone says something back to her, that's when the waterworks start. So it comes off very manipulative,
for sure.
And she cry when it's convenient for her,
for sure.
And I just didn't. I wasn't feeling that.
I don't think LaRon's
like,
reaction was wrong. I also don't feel like Chaz trying to have a conversation with him was wrong. I just think that it's one of those things where, like, Chaz, that ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
Yeah, so Chaz is just Chaz, and then Justin comes outside and they're basically telling LaRon like, "Oh, you just need to be better at listening." And she's only
Justin
crying
advice was good
because she's feeling you, because she's really into you, yada yada yada. And I just felt like I didn't even get that she was crying because she's into him. I just felt like she was crying because it was convenient, and it you know, when people see someone crying, they'll like, they may ease up and back up off of them or whatever, because she has been very like nasty in some of these episodes, and I just was not feeling that. So after that whole scene, do you have anything else you need to say about that scene? So after that scene, Dominique then introduces the game Truth and Sexy, and the primary purpose of this game was he wants to see who is really feeling who. So it's almost like a spin on Truth or Dare. So you either say the truth, or you can either choose to do something sexy or whatever. So what did you think about that scene?
I like the game. It was a good little twist to the
very strategic.
Yeah, I like the game. I like every season has an episode where people gotta show their. I think the point is people can't, like, it's like, who gonna lie? Like, you gotta, if it comes down to it, you gotta show who you feeling the most in front of everybody. So I like it though. I'm with it. Now
let's talk about what happened during the scene.
Man, my man Jonathan did too much, man.
So
he did too much, man.
Before with Will, they said kiss. Okay, they said Truth or Sexy, and I think he picked Truth. And they said, kiss the feet of someone that you're most attracted to.
That wasn't Will.
That was Will. Because remember, he took
Will's
his hand.
dude that's sleeping on the
yes,
floor? Oh, that it was Will.
So what's
the comedian name?
William.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah.
So, Will, again,
going to Alexis.
has the strongest connection with Alexis. He really likes her.
Player.
So he then goes in. He doesn't kiss her feet, but he does pick the foot that has the Band-Aid on. I thought that was funny. He takes his hand and, do whatever he has to do and kiss her. I think it was like either her ankle or her shin.
He stamped her as who I'm liking.
So then Jonathan.
Before that, Patrice. No. Maya said go twerk in front of who you like least. And she went and twerked in front of Justin.
Yeah.
Now, that was weird to twerk in front of somebody you won't feel it. And Justin was like, damn. Like, why you do me like that? But I mean, she told the truth.
I mean, he's new. Like, she hasn't had a chance with him.
I wouldn't want to be new if I was on this type of show. It seems too hard to like.
It's like you got to hurry up and make those connections, get to know people or whatever. Yeah. So then, who's the next person? Who did something else after that? Was it Patrice?
No. It was Chaz. And he pulled Patrice and asked her who was the sexiest
guy. Yeah. And of course she said, "Oh, all the women feel like you're the sexiest one." But Keita, you were saying that you felt like she had to say that.
I mean, I don't know how all the women feel. I don't know, whatever she was feeling, but like, you can't embarrass that man like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't embarrass that guy like that.
So then, after this, Jonathan, I think it's Jonathan's turn. And I think, does he pick Truth or Sexy?
Sexy. Oh, you want me to explain? Go
ahead.
Right. So he picked Truth or Sexy. So the game is whoever picks, they get to say who goes next. So he picks Truth or Sexy, right? So he says Sexy, and then somebody said, whoever, I forgot who was talking, but they were like, whisper sweet nothings in the person that you're most connected with. Man.
He tried to do his big one. He tried to show Will up. Yeah. He definitely tried to show Will up with this one.
Man, this joker went and picked Alexis up and sat on the ottoman and picked her legs up and put them around. Bro, she was uncomfortable though. You went too far though. He went too far.
Honey,
It went too far.
it said truth is sexy, honey, but he was like, I'm definitely about to show old buddy up. Yeah. And Will was in the corner like, with the
mad.
He was smoking.
Mad. I done kissed the Band-Aid and you got her wrapped up.
And I knew Jonathan was gonna show because he was like, yeah, Will didn't even kiss her foot. He kissed his hand and then touched her.
And he did too much.
Leg.
Though. Do you think he did too much?
I mean, the game is truth or sexy. I mean,
so if you were the woman that had all those connections, would you want to see the dude that, like, no matter who you liked, would you want to see a guy show that level of assertiveness that they like you? Okay, all right, yeah.
So I thought that was hilarious or whatever. So now, after the game, now it's time for deliberation with nephew
Hold
Tommy.
on, real quick question: do you think she likes him as much as he liked her?
I feel like, again, what was that season where all the guys had like that one girl and.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah.
It was quarantine.
Hold on, but does that not play a factor though? What if she?
I think it's gonna come back and bite her though, because I think the fact that so many guys are feeling her,
and she's not solidifying nobody.
I think she's still playing the field because she can, she can be picky right now. She has that option or whatever, but she needs to start narrowing it down. You get what I'm saying? Because you won't want like her top choices to start laying their eyes on someone else. So I think she needs to start narrowing it down. So anyway, so now it's time for deliberation with nephew Tommy. So this, again, the guys have the power to send home a woman. So let's talk about it. So they're asking, who are you feeling this episode, right? Or right now? Jonathan likes Alexis. Will likes Alexis, of course. So right off the bat, I think Will is still feeling a way that Jonathan is really feeling
and
Alexis.
He's sleeping on the floor.
And I feel like he's feeling intimidated.
Hey, look, he's sleeping on the floor and somebody stole the girl. Go ahead.
Gosh. So Dominique also swoons in because remember, he's feeling Alexis too. Chaz still holding strong to Vanessa. Alonzo still feeling Patrice. William likes Maya. Justin, the new guy, likes Mika. And LaRon still holding strong with Koshia. And I was surprised that he said that though. But he did mention in that argument, like, I'm willing to
think about it. Don't nobody else
go to the end of the earth for you.
Don't nobody else like him though. He don't got no other women that's feeling him though.
True. So if Koshia was to go home, then
He's done.
He's done for.
If she goes home, he's next.
Yeah,
because remember he went on the date with Patrice.
Because I don't think he has a strong connection with anyone else.
Hey, look, he went on the date with Patrice. It didn't work out. That's a catfish date. He went on the boards with Vanessa, and she was worried about the party boy joint. Right? Maya likes William. Mika. I don't even know if they've interacted.
Party boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but she wasn't feeling.
That's his only real. He gotta hold on to that. If she go home, we gonna be in a tough spot.
We'll see. So then they talk about who they're not feeling this episode. And I think it was easy to kind of predict who was gonna be up for elimination.
Yeah, for sure.
So Jonathan says that he's not feeling Mika. Will also said that he's not feeling Koshia. He doesn't really like her attitude like that. Dominique says it's a no for Koshia as well. Chaz is not feeling Mika. Alonzo says it's definitely a no for Koshia because remember they had gotten to it before. Justin says that he doesn't like Vanessa. And I think he said that's only because they haven't had a chance. No, he said they did have a chance to connect.
Who?
Justin and Vanessa. What was his thing with Vanessa? They had opportunities to connect, but they haven't.
For sure.
So he said it was a no for Vanessa. And LaRon said it was a no for Alexis, which a couple men smacked their lips.
Hey, I'm gonna be real, bro. They after Alexis, yo. Alexis, they after her, bro.
When LaRon said it was a no for Alexis, they was smacking their lips.
If I had to rank, so let's just all the ladies are attractive. If I had to rank personalities, though, she does have the best personality, though.
Alexis.
So I'm removing my bias.
Yeah.
But overall, I would go her personality wise, it would be Alexis. I think next would be Vanessa.
I think a lot of guys were feeling Patrice too.
No, I take that back. You're right. I would go Alexis, Patrice, Vanessa, Maya. Mika don't have a bad personality. I think, it's my opinion. She fixated on the kid thing. I just feel like all her conversations are wrapped around the kid thing. Did I miss any ladies? Is that all of them?
Rashina, the hairstylist, blonde hair.
Blonde hair, yeah. She got a cool personality too. She might be a 2B, 3B, 3B.
Who else?
That's it. That's all I got. That's all I remember.
Okay. So now Will is the one that has to deliver the news.
His back hurting.
For sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. His back hurting. So this is the thing. We called the bottom two like halfway through the episode though. So we knew it was Mika and Koshia. They always do the whack joint and cut the episode like.
Hold on, babe.
Oh, my fault.
So Will calls them up and he's basically letting them know like what the guys had said.
Yeah.
So with Mika, what you mentioned earlier, most of the men just feels like she's giving homie vibes.
I don't get homie vibes from her.
Well, first of all, she was dapping the guys up.
She dapped that one dude up.
No, I seen her dap some other. So she dapped up Dominique. No, William. And then I feel like you said she dapped up Dominique too.
Possibly.
Anyway, the guy's like, you have a great personality, but you're giving homie vibes or whatever. And then with Koshia, they shared with her, William shared with her, and Koshia was already like, oh, why y'all have Will giving out the message? And when Will came up, she already had a feeling that she was probably going to be up for elimination. They both said that, though.
Mika and Koshia didn't like the fact that Will was the guy that was giving.
So she's already like, face all turned up or whatever.
Yeah.
So Will says that, the men like Koshia's personality, but the chatter is very off-putting.
Yeah.
The chatter.
Yeah. But okay. So
then, like Keenan said, they always do this whack thing where they want to cut off.
Who you think going home? So let's make our predictions for the beginning of episode
gosh.
6. Who do you? I'm gonna
Koshia.
say. You want to know what? I'm going to say Mika. I think Mika does not. I've heard nobody say their connection was Mika. Koshia has LaRon saying that they're connected. No, hey, look. No,
her connection with LaRon is strong enough to keep her there.
No, but you got to think about it though. No man said they're connected to Mika at all.
Because remember, with that game, and we skipped over this, with that game, Truth or Sexy, when they asked Koshia who is her strongest connection, she kind of hesitated, but she was like, oh, she said, but my top connection is LaRon. But it was some question marks there.
But the point I'm making is the guys got the power to eliminate. Mm-hmm. No dude said Mika. None of them. No dude said Mika. No
Justin.
Justin said Mika?
Yes, Justin likes Mika.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, I stand corrected. Hey, anyway, they cut the episode, man. We're going to be back now.
That's so... don't y'all hate when they do stupid mess like that? Like, I was going to say another word. But I can't stand when they...
do stupid shit like that.
Yes.
Hey, look. I forgot.
Annoying.
I forgot to say this at the beginning, but like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man.
Yes. Forgive us for skipping last week's episode, man. Life just be life and...
Yeah, we back.
Or whatever, but we back.
Hey.
And we back.
Hey.
And we
back. Hey. Anyway, man, it's your boy Kdot Mills. I got my forever co-host Britt with me, man. We are out.